We continue now at the top of Daf Chavav Amud Aleph in Maseches Tainus. This is Tainus Daf 26a. On the previous Amud, the Gemara said that there was a fast that they had declared in Lud, and then the rain came, and so they went home to eat, and then they said the Hallel. So the question is, why didn't they say Hallel immediately? Why did they wait to say the Hallel until after they broke the fast? And so the Gemara now answers, Ela al nefesh seveya v'keres maleya. You only say Hallel when the soul is satisfied, when the stomach is full. Only in that situation do you say Hallel. That's why they had to eat first. Rashi over here says, Ela b'nefesh seveya mitoch shekasa bo nosein lechem l'chol basar noel leheyomer al hasova. Because it says again, nosein lechem l'chol basar, he gives bread to everybody. So that's why it's good to say, that's what we say again in the Hallel. So that's why it's good to say it when the person is satisfied. And the Gemara continues, Ini, is this really true? V'harapapa iklo levei knishta da'avei guvar. V'harapapa went to the shul that was on Beguvar. V'gazar tainus, and he decreed a fast. V'yardu lehem geshamim ad chatzos, and the rain came down before chatzos. V'yamar halal v'achar kach ochlu v'shasu, and they did the opposite. He said halal first, and then they ate and they drank. So you see, on the contrary, they said the halal before they ate. So the Gemara says, Shani b'nei Mechuzah. No, it's different over there. That was the people of Mechuzah, the shchichi b'hu shichros, because it was common for them to get drunk. So he didn't want to eat first. He was afraid they would get drunk. They're not supposed to say halal when they're drunk. Rashi over here says, da Abeguvar, again, that's the shul of Abeguvar, Shem Adam O Mokum. Rashi's not sure. It's either the name of a person or the name of a place. And Rashi says, the shchich b'hu yayin v'shichros. It was common for the people of Mechuzah to drink wine, to get drunk. Upashi v'lo yomro halal. There was a concern, not just that they might say halal drunk. Rashi says the concern is they might not actually say the halal because they got drunk. Hadran aloch seder tanios elu. This is the end of the third parak of Maseches Tainus. If you're enjoying these videos and this channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And please take a look at the description box below to see how you can support this channel. And we will now begin the fourth parak of Maseches Tainus. And the Mishnah says, B'shlosha prakim b'shana, there are 3 times during the year, Kohanim nosen es kapein arba pa'amim b'yom, that the Kohanim, they duchen 4 times during the day. B'shacharis, b'musaf, b'minchu, v'nilas sha'arim. These 3 times, you have 4 times during the day of duchening, and those are shacharis, musaf, mincha, and ne'ilah. And what are these 3 times of the year? Betanios uvemamados of Yom Kippurim. We're talking about, again, on fast days. These are like the fast days we've mentioned earlier in the Masechta. Also ma'amados, which the Mishnah is about to explain. And also on Yom Kippurim, of course, on Yom Kippurim, you have ne'ilah as well as the other tefillos. Eluhein ma'amados. And the Mishnah says the following are the ma'amados. Lafisha nemar tzavis b'nei Yisrael es karboni lachmi. Pasuk talks about the fact that you're going to bring a carbon. These are karbonos tzibor. For example, the carbon tamid, it is a carbon that is brought from communal funds on behalf of the public. And so the Mishnah says, V'chiheich karbono shaladam karev, v'hu eino omed al gabav. How do you have a carbon brought on behalf of an individual, in this case the public, and the public isn't standing over the carbon? When a private individual brings a carbon, he stands over the carbon. So too it's true in this case when when it's a public carbon, the public needs to be standing over the carbon. So Hiskinu Nevi'im Harishonim Esrim V'Yarba Mishmaros. So the early Nevi'im said there are going to be 24 Mishmaros. Those are the shifts of the Kohanim who serve in the Beis HaMikdash. Al Kol Mishmar O Mishmar Haya Maimid. And every single Mishmar there was a Maimid. The Maimid was made up of the people who are the Bailim, so to speak, the owners of the carbon, representatives of the public. So Hayamaimid b'Yerushalayim shel Kohanim shel Levim shel Yisraelim. There was a Maimid in Yerushalayim, this group of Kohanim made up of Kohanim, Levim, and Yisraelim. So Higiyazman HaMishmar Lalos. So when the time of the Mishmar came, Kohanim u'Levim Olim. So the Kohanim and the Levim, they would go up to Yerushalayim, Olim LiYerushalayim. V'Yisrael Shaba'oso Mishmar, but the Yisraelim who are part of this group, Miskansin Li'arei, and they would gather in their cities, the Korin b'Maisa Bereshis, and they would read Maisa Bereshis, they would read from the Torah. And the Mishnah continues, V'Anshe HaMaimid, the people of the Maimid, Hayu Misanin Arba Yomim B'Shavua. They would fast 4 days during the week. Miyom Beis V'Ad Yom Chamishi, from the second day, from Monday through Thursday. V'lo hayu misanin erev Shabbos, they wouldn't fast on erev Shabbos, mipnei kavod HaShabbos, because of the honor of Shabbos. V'lo be'echad b'Shabbos, they wouldn't fast on Sunday, kedei shelo yetzu mimenucha v'oneg liyagia v'tainus v'yamusu, because they didn't want to go from Shabbos, which is a day of menucha and oneg and pleasure, resting and pleasure, to a situation where they're working and fasting, and that could cause them to die. And the Mishnah continues, by Yom Harishon, on the first day, Bereshis Vayhi Rakia. They would read from the Torah portion of Bereshis and Vayhi Rakia. Basheni Yehi Rakia v'Yikavu Hamayim. On the second day, they would read from Yehi Rakia and Yikavu Hamayim. Bashlishi, on the third day, Yikavu Hamayim Vayhi Ma'oros. They would read those 2 portions. Baravi Yehi Ma'oros v'Yishritzu Hamayim. On the fourth day, they would read Yehi Ma'oros and v'Yishritzu Hamayim. All again, sections in Bereshis. B'chamishi yishutzu hamayim v'atotzei oretz. On the 5th day, they would read yishutzu hamayim and v'atotzei oretz. B'shishi v'atotzei oretz v'yechulu hashamayim. Finally, on the 6th day, they would read v'atotzei oretz and v'yechulu hashamayim. Parsha gedola koronosa b'shnayim. If you had a larger parsha, you would divide up, read it with 2 people. V'katan, if it was a smaller parsha b'yachid, just 1 person would read it. B'shacharis b'musaf of a mincha nichnosin v'korn al piyan. The Mishnah says that at Shacharis, Musaf, and Mincha, they would enter and they would read it by heart. They wouldn't read it from a Sefer Torah. Kekorin es Shema, the same way that you would read Shema. Erev Shabbos b'mincha, and Erev Shabbos and Mincha time, lo hayu nichnasin. They wouldn't gather at that time, mimnei kvod Shabbos, because of the honor of the incoming Shabbos. And we'll take a look at Rashi over here. Parsha gedola shebeparshios halol. If you had a big parsha, koronos b'shnayim, 2 people would read it. For example, kagon parsha rishona shel bereishis yesh bo chamisha psukim, hayu koronos b'shnayim kidamrinan b'gemari hirakia be'echad. Again, if you had a parsha that was larger, it would be 2 people, smaller one, 1 person. Uviyom hasheni yihirakia be'echad. Second day, yihirakia would be 1 person. Yikavu b'shnayim sheyesh bo hei psukim. Yikavu with 2, it has 5 psukim. Bayom hashlishi yikavu be'echad she'ein bo hei psukim. On the 3rd day, yikavu would actually be with 1 person. It's only got 5. Vayhimaoros b'shnayim sheyesh bo vav psukim. The larger parsha, Vayhimaoros, has 6 psukim. They would divide it up in 2. And Rashi says further, v'kornos al pi, and it said in the Mishnah they read by heart. Kol echad b'fnei atzmo. Everyone reads it to himself by heart. Uvoy b'gemara. The Gemara will actually ask on this line, my kamer, what is even going on in this Mishnah? Meikar katani parsha katana. First you talk about the fact that you divide up smaller parshios, larger parshios, 1 or 2 people. To mashma de v'sefer Torah kor, and that sounds like they're reading out of a sefer Torah. V'hadar tan al pi, and then you say everyone's just reciting it by heart. So the Gemara is going to ask what's going on exactly in the Mishnah. And the Mishnah continues, Kol yom sheyesh bo halal. Any day that there was halal, ein maimid b'shacharis. You would not have a maimid at shacharis. Carbon musaf ein b'ne'ilah. Anytime there was musaf, a carbon musaf, you wouldn't have a maimid by ne'ilah. And carbon eitzim, anytime there was a carbon eitzim, this also will be described later in the Mishnah, ein b'mincha, you wouldn't have the maimid and mincha time. The idea over here is if you have a day of halal, let's say without musaf, that would be a day like Chanukah. Then you could have a day with halal with also musaf. So that's when we said ein b'ne'ilah. And then again, carbon eitzim, you would not have it at mincha. Divrei Rabbi Akiva. That's the opinion of Rabbi Akiva. Amar lo Ben Azai. Ben Azai said to him, he said to Rabbi Akiva, Kach choyer Rabbi Yoshua shona. Rabbi Yoshua taught it as follows. Carbon musaf, if there was a carbon musaf, ein b'mincha, you wouldn't have it at mincha. In other words, instead of not at ne'ilah, it would be not at mincha. Carbon eitzim, if there's a carbon eitzim, ein b'ne'ilah, then you wouldn't have it ne'ilah. And chazer Rabbi Akiva lios shona ke Ben Azai. In the end, Rabbi Akiva retracted, and he taught like Ben Azai. And Rashi over here explains, Kol yom sheyesh bo halal, ein bo maimed shachris, meaning osan shayu b'Yerushalayim, meaning those people in Yerushalayim, lo yimispalin on carbon achayim, they wouldn't daven on the carbon that was being brought, again, because halal would conflict with it. Sheyesh bo halal, because they were saying halal, lefishein lem panai, that would mean that they didn't have time, lasos ma'amodim, to make this maimed, to make this gathering, shekor nesa halal, because they're already reading the halal. Umemnei halal hayodochen es ha-maimed, because of the halal, they would push off the maimed. Carbon musaf, yom sheyesh bo carbon musaf. Again, if you had a day where there was a carbon musaf b'Yerushalayim, in Yerushalayim they brought the carbon. Ein maimed b'ne'ilah b'Yerushalayim, they went to a maimed by ne'ilah in Yerushalayim. And Rashi says, v'chol shekain v'mincha smucha l'musaf. Certainly that's by ne'ilah. Certainly true by mincha, according to this opinion. L'fisha yutrudin b'musaf, they were very busy bringing the carbon musaf. Sheyesh bo lahakriv behemos yoser mitamid. They got to bring more animals from the tamid shuechad, which is just 1. Ein l'cha musaf below shtei behemos. There's no musaf that doesn't have at least 2 animals. They didn't have any time. The Kohanim were busy with the Musaf. The Yisraelim were also busy chopping wood, drawing water, and therefore would push off even the Maimed of Ne'ilah. And Rashi continues, and the Gemara will explain 1 of 9 times where they used to have this carbon eitzim. And the day that they had carbon eitzim, even if there wasn't a musaf, this maimed of mincha would be pushed off because of the carbon eitzim, and they should carbon eitzim kodem lemincha, because the carbon eitzim came before mincha. Again, the carbon eitzim would push off the maimed that was nearby, that's mincha, but not the one of ne'ilah. And the Mishnah continues, there were 9 times of this carbon eitzim of the Kohanim and the people. On the 1st of Nisan, that was the time of the shift of the children children of Aruch ben Yehuda. B'Esrim b'Tammuz b'nei David ben Yehuda. On the 20th of Tammuz, it was the children of David ben Yehuda. B'Chamisha b'Av b'nei Parosh ben Yehuda. On the 5th of Av, the children of Parosh ben Yehuda. B'Shiva bo b'nei Yonadav ben Rechev. On the 7th, it was the children of Yonadav ben Rechev. B'Asara bo b'nei Sana ben Binyamin. On the 10th, it was the children of Sana ben Binyamin. B'Chamisha asar bo on the 15th, b'nei Zesu ben Yehuda, the children of Zesu ben Yehuda. And the Mishnah says, with this last group, v'imam, together with them, Kohanim u'Leviim, were Kohanim and Leviim, v'chol mishatah b'shifto, and anybody who didn't know what Shevet they were from, uvnei gun ve'el, uvnei kotzei ketzios. These last two groups will be explained in the Gemara. And the Mishnah continues, B'Esrim bo, this refers to the 20th of Ab, b'nei Pachas Moab ben Yehuda, that's the children of Pachas Moab ben Yehuda. B'Esrim be'el, on the 20th of El, b'nei Adin ben Yehuda, the children of Adin ben Yehuda. And the Mishnah continues, B'Echad b'Teves shavu b'nei Paro shniya, and the first of Teves, the Bnei Parash would return a second time. The Mishnah points out, B'Echad b'Teves lo haya bo maimed, on the first of Teves there was no maimed, shahaya bo halal, because there was halal, that was Chanukah. The Karban Musaf, the Karban Eitzim, there was also a Karban Musaf that day, also a Karban Eitzim, the reason also because it was Rosh Chodesh. Chamisha devarim iros avoseinu b'shiva asar b'Tammuz. The Mishnah now says, there were 5 things that happened to our forefathers in history on the 17th of Tammuz. The Chamisha b'Tisha B'Av, there were 5 things that happened on Tisha B'Av. And the Mishnah elaborates, b'shiva asar b'Tammuz, what happened on Shiva asar b'Tammuz. We'll continue with this discussion in the next video on Daf Chavav Amud Beis.